Hi guys, it's Amy. It is, I'm always looking for my phone when I start, right? It is Saturday, December 17th. You have stumbled across Mimi's Stitchery. It is a floss tube mainly about cross stitch, sometimes knitting, sometimes quilting. Today I have a little bit of knitting for you. So I have a WIP update for my cross stitch. I have a little bit of knitting to show, a little bit of haul, a little bit of Stitchy kindness, and I guess we'll talk about the elephant in the room. I guess the first thing I want to say is hi. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you are new to my channel, which seems to be something I'm saying almost every week, thanks for subscribing. I truly appreciate it. I'll have an update for Ralph at the end of this floss tube because I had so many comments asking about Ralph and sending love to him and healing and all this other stuff that I will just save that to the end. I did try to film this floss tube in my living room in front of the Christmas tree, and a 100-pound lab would not stay out of my lap and out of the camera. So apparently he's a little bit of a ham. So we're going to try to re-record it in here while my husband has him busy in the other room. Plus, I wanted to show you guys this that I did last weekend and kind of talk to you about what that's about. We'll see. I'm kind of getting used to the crazy that goes on in my head, so I hope you find something you like, and let's kick it off with some stitching, shall we? All right. So let's show you. I feel like I didn't get a lot done. However, I did get some stuff done. Last Sunday, this is a bag that Tiffany from Black Cat X Stitchery made for me. I sent her the fabric. She made me the bag, the needle minder that's on the project, plus this little mini Notions bag, which I absolutely love. Normally, my floss is all organized in that little bag, and right now it's all over the place. So it is the reindeer from Cottage Garden Samplings. I am stitching this. I'm trying to figure out how to stay organized while I do this. So I guess we're just going to toss things on the floor. I am stitching this on 36 count. It's a Mystery by Be Stitch Me. It's my fabric of the month when I was in the club, which I'm not in the club anymore. I pared down to one fabric of the month club, and that is Grace Notes Stitches. Grace Notes Fabrics. So here he is. There's the needle minder. It's got a little fox from that Teresa Kogut fabric. I absolutely love it. Love stitching on him. Totally fun. Did not, this is some haul that just came in the mail. Did not want to stop stitching on him. However, I have a little wing here. Just ignore that. I had a serious full coverage kick in this week. And I think I know why, but I'll talk about that when I get to my full coverage. All right, so he's cute. He's stitching up quite nicely. Just going to toss him on the floor. And I'll show you my other non-full coverage that I worked on. This is in a bag made for me by Gail from Gail's Golden Needle. I think eventually she's going to be making bags and selling them, but she's not there yet. Very cute. This is Quaker Christmas by Bygone Stitches. I am stitching this on 40 count Tyco linen by Picture This Plus, 1/2. The reindeer is 2/2 on 36 count, just so you know, that's how I roll. I have tried several times to do 1/2. I did it on my Modern Folk Embroidery Fruits of Plenty finish that I've showed you guys in spots. I've also done it on my Christmas list WIP that I've shown you guys. It's not my preferred when it comes to wanting coverage. So, just so you know. And where did it go? Oh, it's right here. 40 count Tyco, 1/2. And that's where I'm at. I don't really know what I worked on. I only gave it one evening. I'm pretty sure I worked here. I may have put that reindeer in. I don't remember if the reindeer was in the last time you saw it, and I may have put a little bit more into this big motif that's here. But it's looking good. It's coming along. This crosses the center. So I've got almost a page finished. The pattern is only 4 pages. So if I believe if I finish like this corner, that would be a page finish. But again, I'm beginning to, hold on, I have another cup of coffee because it's that kind of day today. I'm just, busy. It's busy, right? Holidays? I'm starting to embrace the fact that I'm probably actually a process stitcher. And I never thought of myself that way. But I really do think that I am a process stitcher. Don't really know. I'd like to get finishes, but that's not what drives me. What drives me, I'll show you this. I'm a very visual person, so we'll talk about this at the end. I just like seeing my projects, period. Whether they're finished or being worked on. Okay, let's talk some full coverage. I guess I'll show you this one first since it's up on my tablet. This is one I just finished my 1,000 stitches on this morning. This is not the first one that I worked on this week, so we're going a little bit out of order. This is the Grand Library. This is artwork by Amy Stewart. It is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I am stitching this on, I started this with Hannah from Hannah Dowling. As 6 months early, we were supposed to start this as a new year, new start this coming New Year's, and we decided to start it in July 1st. So we started, it's hashtag 6 months early. I'm stitching this on 28 count, 2 over 1/10. I am 5,035 stitches in and 1.25%. That's where I'm at. It really doesn't look like much yet. The only thing about these full coverage that I don't like, and I think it's because I'm not far enough into one of them yet, but to be 5,000 stitches in and have it look like not much of anything yet. And even if I did it Royal Rose, even if I did it diagonal, it still would not look like much of anything yet. But I know what's coming. Like there's a dragon here, and it looks to be a sorceress or a witch here. I'm working in all these threads because I'm not liking the parking thing so much. And let me take it close. And there you go. I have to lean over to see what you're seeing. There. That is Grand Library. So that will go away until I get through all my other full coverage and get 1,000 in on each of those. Included in that is Lost No More. And anything that I might start. Because we'll get to that. Let's not digress. So the second one that this is actually the first one that I worked on. It is called the Stitching Shelf. These are both regular size max colors. Just so you know. Artwork again by Amy Stewart. Charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I started up in this corner. This I just started this year. 28 count, 2 over 1/10. Did I say that already? I am. Let's give you some stats on that since we're getting towards the end of the year. I guess I'm feeling stats. I have over 7,004 stitches. I'm 1.86% into this one. This you can see a little bit more on. Like I can see a door coming in here. This is a book. This is a book here. You can see where the label's behind the flowers. You can start to see some things coming together there. So I assume the same thing will happen on my Grand Library. I'm going to bring it in close, let it focus. And that's where I'm at on that. That too will be set aside until I have 3 other full coverage. I have the World of Disney. I have Bonded in the Rain. And I have Lost No More. So those 3 will now, one of them will come out and get 1,000 and so on and so forth. And then we'll go back through the rotation. That's how I've been working my full coverage. I want to be more consistent on that in 2023 because if they don't get worked on, they will never get done. And those would be works of art. Those would be something to pass to my kids. You know? So that's kind of what I want to do. You guys know I've been working on some socks. Actually got one done. Here it is. This is on a Forbidden Fiber Co. yarn called Fortitude, I believe. I'm going to show you the label. Forbidden Fiber Co. Fortitude. It was part of my Yarn of the Month club when I was part of her Yarn of the Month. Now I have a whole bin of her yarn, so I could knit forever and a day. And I have the second, let me see if I can get the second sock. I'm working on the heel flap right now. I'm almost ready for the heel turn. I'm hoping to get the heel turn done sometime this weekend so that it's just straight knitting and something I can do easily. But I'm hoping I'd like to get these done. I mean, believe it or not, I'd like to get them done by Christmas because my daughter has been kind of waiting for these and, yeah. So there you go. This is not technically blocked. I have not washed this yet. I just put it on here for display purposes. So as soon as I'm done here, I will wash this sock and get it on the blockers. And that is that. What else do I have to show you? So I have a little bit of haul. I have some Stitchy Kindness. And one of the hauls I'm going to open up right here in front of you. So I got, I was doing 12 Days of Christmas with my Stitchy friends. Tiffany from Black Cat Extra Tree. Hi, Tiff. She drew my name. Hi, ladies. They're pretty supportive of me on this YouTube channel, so I really appreciate that. We stitch and have fun together. We did a 12 Days of Christmas gift box we all drew names. She drew my name, and she had made me, I had to show you these, she made me a ton of holiday-themed, just knitting markers. Progress keepers, whatever you want to call them. But they're all, I don't even know if you guys can see them. They're so cute. So cute. I can't wait to use them. Thank you. I love them. I also got my Grace Notes Fabric of the Month. They sent a sticker. They sent a nice Christmas sticker. I have a whole drawer of stickers from them. They sent a Christmas card, which was beautiful. And the fabric of the month is Raspberry Latte. I get 36 count. I think that's getting a little washed out there. That's probably more, I don't think the light's quite that light. It's got some more color to that. But it's cute. I have a pattern that I think might look really good on this. So we'll have to see. I also got a little bit more haul. Tiffany, the aforementioned Black Cat Extra Tree, she had some fabric for sale, and she was kind enough. I bought a whole yard of 28 count Lugana. White Lugana, 28 count. Right there. So guess what's going on this? Full coverage, of course. Full coverage, of course. We'll get to that in just a second. So full coverage, of course. And then I got some Stitchy Kindness. Heidi, I'm not going to say her last name. She's a subscriber to my channel, and she was kind enough to send me a Christmas card. Thank you, Heidi. It is beautiful. I love it. It warmed my heart. Thank you so much. Super kind. Super kind. All right. We'll talk the rest of stitching, and then I'll give you a rough update. How's that? So I got really excited this week because I was talking to my stitching group this week about the Rocking Stitcher and her full coverage, and Creatively Yours and her full coverage, and Tina Stitches and her full coverage. Sorry, I'm getting so excited I'm choking myself up. Don't I talk about them to my group on Tuesday night, and then Wednesday morning I'm getting ready for work, and a comment comes through on my YouTube channel from Jemima, the Rocking Stitcher. And I was so excited. And lo and behold, by lunchtime, Creatively Yours, I'm totally blanking on her name right now. I'm so sorry. I know it. I'm just so excited. I'm forgetting it. Also subscribe to my channel. So, Jemima and I were talking back and forth, and I said something about I love to see the progress on all their full coverage charts, and that they just consistently have progress. And I can completely see me being primarily a full coverage stitcher eventually, after I get some of these other WIPs done. And I want to start all the things. So this is what I've done. So I'm going to lift you up with me here for a second. On my magnet board here, I'm going to show you. Apparently it stopped recording. So I printed out pictures of all my WIPs, and I put little magnets on them, and they're up here on my board. And I'm going to organize the way I work this way. So all my full coverage are here, with exception, this should be down here. So all my full coverage are here. These are must-do, sales, gonna get done, whatever. And everything else is here. And I'm going to organize my stitching that way because I'm such a visual person. So I'm going to have to edit these two videos together because it just stopped recording on me. So if it has a little edit blip in there, I'm sorry. It just is what it is. But let me show you. So I have quite a few full coverage charts in my pattern keeper that I would love to stitch. Let me see. Okay. And I think I'm just going to let you guys kind of weigh in. This is called Cosmic Marbles. This is by Amy Stewart. Can you tell I'm an Amy fan? Amy and Amy. Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. This is gigantic. 700 by 500. There's that. This is called Fireflies and Grandparents. This is also a biggie. There's also a mini version of this out to Heaven and Earth now, and I may, if I start this, I may actually go buy the mini version. Because realistically, how many huge ones am I going to be able to get done? I am already mid-50s. So that. I have quite a few stockings. It's called Festive Labradors. This is also gigantic. Can you guys hear my bird in the background? If you can, I'm sorry. She's getting kind of needy today. I know I have more. I have more on here. I'm not showing you all of them because that would just make me look like a crazy person. There's others that I would love to buy. This is one of my recent purchases. But I was talking to Jemima about joining in on one of their sales, and it's the Deer Creek one. Oh, it's the Deer Creek one that I'd like to join in on, but I would probably do mini Deer Creek. But I'd love to start him too. I think he might actually be my next start. There's something about him, and I like the grandparents and fireflies. It's hard for me to think about starting another full coverage of this size. He's not as bad. He is 254 by, he's actually a mini, so he's not as bad. I do love stitching on them though. So I don't think in 2023 I'm going to stop starting things. I do think that I'm going to try to get some small things finished, and the rest of my WIPs are large. So I think I'm just going to kind of work on them. But if Jemima, if you're watching, thank you so much, because I don't even think you know how much you made my day. I watch you guys. I don't comment much on Flosstubes. I kind of lurk in the background and just watch. But I watch you every time you come out, and your Stitchketeers, I watch you all, and I just love watching you work on your full coverage, and it inspires me to keep working on mine. So thanks so much for that. And okay, it's time for a Ralph update. So if you're here for the stitching and the knitting, or maybe just the stitching, and you don't want to hear about Ralph, I'll catch you next time, and you guys have a great day, and I will see you again before Christmas. So I'll wish you a Merry Christmas then. For those of you that stick around with Ralph, we got an appointment on January 18th at the orthopod that's about an hour away from us. So he can go in and be evaluated. Matt and I have taken the day off. We will both go. We will take him. It sounds to me like he's going to be sedated and have some evaluation done. So we'll be there for that, and hopefully come home with some sort of plan. For those of you that don't know, we found out our 2-year-old yellow lab needs to have bilateral hip replacements along with an ACL repair. Yes. And we're dog people, and we love him to death. So thankfully we have health insurance on him. We're those people. But it's coming in handy now. So I don't regret one single minute of that decision. But that's where we are with Ralph. We'll know more after the holidays. Until then, he'll be properly managed. He's happy, healthy, otherwise healthy, doing great. So we're not worried about him. But thank you for everybody for being here. Sorry if it seems a little rushed. We are rushed today. Bebopping around with the Christmas stuff, and we have a Christmas party tonight. We went out with friends last night. It's a busy time right now, but it's a good busy. So I'll see you soon, and hopefully I will be on next Saturday.